Hey, 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 what's going on, everybody? This is Hunter. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today, I have a very unique, very cool Class B motorhome. This is the 2025 Cross Trail 20XG, and this has the Midnight Trail exterior package where you're going to see the full body paint job with the kind of the yellow topography. Is this a bunk model? Is this a toy hauler? The answer is yes. It is a very cool hybrid unit. Now, I want to take a moment and just say thank you very much. I am coming on 1 year of making the leap for full-time social media. I started making tours about 4 years ago. I was very successful, in sales. I was selling, north of 200 units a year. Giving people, fair deals. I've always worked with people honestly. And when my wife got pregnant with, my daughter, she is 3 years old now, I knew that I had to make a change. So I really started grinding on social media. And luckily, now it's grown into something crazy, 1.7 million total followers across all platforms. And I just want to thank you guys because I am able to be home a little bit more. I'm able to be a better dad. I'm making a little bit less money, but my family has never been happier. And I want to give a huge shout out to my wife for picking up the slack when I go out of town to do these videos. But this unit is so special to me because I've never really done motorhomes before. And I made a phone call to a rep to see if I could set something up. They knew who I was or who I am, and they set up 20 different units for me, and it was just a very cool moment. So enough about that. I just want to say thank you for everyone that watches my videos. It means a better life for my family. Whew. But all right, again, it's the 2025 Cross Trail 20XG. And when I was saying, is this a bunk model? Is this a garage? The answer is yes. It's because this back area is so versatile, so freaking cool. I mean, what do you guys think about that paint job? I mean, come on, look at that. Heck, that is too freaking cool. It's like a map painted on the side of your unit. But like right here, look at this. It is a pass-through back garage where you have the track pack, maybe for like, a motorcycle, a dirt bike, who knows, maybe like a golf cart or something could fit in here with the Tough Flex kind of beat me up flooring. But then right up here where you see those lights, that is a bed that will drop down so you can get some sleeping. And the control for that is right up there, which I'll show you here in a moment. I can't imagine this is going to be a super long video because it's not a really big unit. No slides, anything like that. The Class C kind of meant for cruising and bruising. I would say it's kind of like a good old zombie, apocalypse type vehicle. This is going to have the Gladstone decor and the Cross Travel EV package, which I will put that down in the description with all of the specifications. It's also going to have the power vent fan, the bed power fan, and the 200 watts of roof solar, along with dual 400 amp hour lithium coach batteries and the side view camera. Okay, so that's enough reading of that. Let's give you a nice little floor plan overview. Again, 2025 Cross Trail 20XG by Forest River. Got a little exterior kitchen action going on here. But I'll tell you, I was driving this thing around, and everyone says on the Class Bs that it's, it seems to be like Mercedes is the way to go. But I'll tell you, I was driving this thing around, this freaking Ford, this thing cuts like butter. It was smooth driving, had a good turning radius, actually pretty darn comfortable. It's kind of like a, a van setup, obviously. Well, obviously, it's a Class B van, basically. But, man, it was pretty comfortable. It had everything that you need. You got your, your cruise control, clear, miles per hour, and fuel's easy to see. You got a big old screen right there where you can, play up your radio. And then right here is going to be a little place where you can see what's going on behind you, since you obviously can't see out of a rear window. But it had a mirror. It had a back camera to where you can see kind of what's going on. But pretty classic little setup up there. But it was such a smooth ride, it just shocked me. I've never really driven one before, and I thought that was cool. I drove a old Winnebago. It was on a Dodge. I drove that, and I put some Ghostbuster music on a couple years ago. I remember that when I was over. Anyway, but you have a TV that's on a slant right here, along with the HDMI port where you can, hook up maybe a DVD player if you choose. But you also have a couple cubby storages right there as well. Right over here, very cool. I do not know what this material is, but I'm definitely going to find out. It kind of feels like a composite material, but it's extremely light. But like when you're grabbing it, it is super, super sturdy feeling. It is just a, I mean, it's just really nice. I mean, this is so light compared to everything else, but it doesn't feel cheap by any means. Just a really cool material. I'm going to figure out what that is. But right here is your dinette. The nice thing about this is it drops down for some additional sleeping, and you have your buckles for when you're in transit. But this would be a perfect thing with, you know, when we grow up and the kids kind of hop out of the house, me and my wife can sit the sights and really kind of enjoy, you know, traveling around together. Get your old day shades for your half Dracula and your full Dracula right there. I don't know what the heck's going on with that. So that's a little wonky there. I don't like that, but maybe that was me because I'm a little wonky. But keep the old skin from sizzling, keep some nosy eyes out. It's also going to be an emergency exit. So pull, push, and plop, you can get out in a hurry. Now, I'm 6 feet tall, and you are looking at probably 6'5" for your interior height. So even if you're a pretty tall person, you're going to fit in this just fine. Now, no slides, but it doesn't feel overly cramped. Actually, it feels pretty darn spacious in here compared to what you would imagine, you know, in your mind, I guess. But right there, that snaps in, and you're ready to rock. You also got your control panel right here for all your different lighting systems, your tank heaters, your water pump, gas water heater, and then you got your touch screen where you can see what kind of battery life you got, and the battery system on this is incredible. Extend and retract for the awning, and then let's see here, what is that one? Little generator start and stop. You have an outlet here down on the bottom, and then you have a, which babe, if you're watching, I love you, if you didn't get the picture from that intro, but a stainless steel, and it's going to be the brushed kind of a darker version of it. I think it looks really nice. You got the high-rise faucet, hitting those dishes from most angles. A good viewing window, again, with the day and night shades, and then an induction cooktop. So it's all going to be electric on this, which is going to be really nice. So that EV, you know, kind of electric vehicle, the induction is very fitting for that. Plus, if you do have little kids, because you're using, that is not a bunk model. All right, so that was the moment. You saw that just smacked me in the head. People hire me because I'm friendly, very clearly. So although this is not a bunk model, I was saying that because you do have a bunk dropping down, and I just was half thinking. I got a little bit, you know, into my feels, obviously, because this is a pretty darn cool day for me. But you have the drop-down bed there. If you are going to bring the little kids, this right here is going to be where you are sleeping. Now, before we head back into the back, I do want to go ahead and show you what we got going on right up here. Underneath the sink, you have access to your plumbing. You also have really clean-cut storage. A great place to maybe put, you know, some cleaning supplies or something of that nature. Now, right here, you got this pull-out drawer. I'm thinking a little area maybe for utensils, maybe for dish towels, you know, things of your odds and ends items. Right there, heck, maybe even a little pot or pan or two for the induction. I just think that is a pretty darn cool little spot there. Now, as you're moving along, I wonder what's under there. So as you're moving along here, you have a little bit more storage here up top. You also have your microwave. And what's nice about the microwave is since this doesn't have an oven, this has the air fryer, convection, and microwave for speedy cooking. I mean, look at all the stuff that you can make. You can bake, I don't know if I consider that a cake, but you can make those little fancy things if you're fancy people like that. But in the air fryer, what I like to do is I like to put in some green beans, a little bit of olive oil, my favorite seasonings, and then I fry it up at 400 for 12 minutes. Mwah! Absolutely delicioso. Now right here is going to be a little refrigerator. I'd probably like to see a little bit of a bigger one, but I'll tell you, you know, for traveling around, you got all the stuff that you need. I mean, you can still put in, you know, maybe like some burger meat, some drinks, some deli meat, you know, things of that nature. You're ready to rock. Plus, let's see here. Is that anything for... Not really sure what this is right here. Oh, okay. Nice. Jeez, oh Pete's, Hunter. People are going to think you're a fool. Right there, you got a little freezer section. So really nice kind of compact unit there. Really everything that you need, you know, for these trips. I would love to travel around in one of these. I just think these things are too cool for school. We got on a little party bus the other day for a wedding, and it was like a Class B, but it had all seats. That was really freaking neat. Right here is going to be your AC. It doesn't need to be ducted throughout the unit because of the size of this thing, but you do have dump valves over on the sides, so that way you can kind of control the flow, you know, if you would like, whether you want it to dump down through all four ports or if you just want to pick the direction that it flies. you are able to do that. And then as we're walking around, I just showed you that. This is the Fagati. So again, this is going to be a tankless on-demand hot water heater. So it'll run off of the propane on the unit, which is going to be really nice here. So that way, you can use instant hot water in a pinch the second you need it, as long as you have propane. You also have a little shower curtain there. You also have the aqua miser, shower miser systems where you flip this and now it stops the water from coming out, so that way you're not wasting any of your fresh water. And then once it's nice and hot, that'll change colors for you, so that way you can turn it on and let the hot water hit you, without wasting any of it. For height, I'd like to see a little bit more here in the shower. I'm 6 feet tall and I'm just barely fitting in there. I'm going to say 6'1" for that. This is the control for the heat and AC, by the way. And then the bathroom is kind of that get me done size, but I'll tell you what, you have a shower that's going to have, or a toilet on both sides where you got enough room to do your thing without clanging and banging, into anything. You also got a little TP holder right there, and then some storage right here that's also going to double up as your closet, for some hanging room. You got a mirror, show off the old bowling gun, baby. You also have the plastic bowl, and you got yourself more access to your plumbing and some storage. Flip it around. Again, look at that cabinet. That is just cool. Super, super cool. That's the best way to describe this thing. It's just wicked cool. Got the little octopus doodads just waiting, hang a towel on me. And you are good to go. And then now we are in this garage. And again, you got the trackpad to put in your dirt bikes to do what you got to do there. But then you also have outlets, USB and universal C. And now you can click and hold this. 600-pound weight capacity. But look how smooth and quick that goes down. And then you also have, you can lower it all the way down if you want. I'd probably stop it about midway. Let's see how far it goes. Yeah, all the way down to there. But you also have windows up on both sides as well. Emergency exit over on the left side, so you don't ever get, trapped or anything. You got a little ladder that hooks on to these little hooks right there. And then another window, right over here. But drop a comment. Let me know what you think. Now I'm going to head around the outside, just kind of show you, where some things are. And then I'm going to get skedaddling. But I do promise you, as I start doing more of these, I'm going to start studying, more of these. And I'll get a little bit more knowledgeable for you, on the next one. If you got any tips or tricks or anything that you would like to see in these motorhome tours, please feel free. I'm going to run through, I think I got 15 motorhomes. I did have them slap on a couple fifth wheels from some other guys of units I've been wanting to do. But I would love your guys' expertise. You guys are the viewer. I'm helping you. Help me help you, basically. So here on the front, again, we are sitting on, it is a Ford chassis. I also love the fact that you have this guard up there. I think it's a really aggressive look. And then you have that exterior. And again, I love that yellow look to it. A little wider for the mirrors here on the side. You also have your Firestone tires, and I like how they're a little bit more beefier looking. You also have the kind of graded step ups into here. And I can kind of give you a better little view over on this side of kind of what you got rocking. But, obviously pretty normal setup. I mean, we've all been in vans before. You kind of know what's going on. You got cup holders and places to put stuff all over. You have an awning right here with the LED lights there running up underneath. And you also have solar up on top of the roof, which is nice. And again, that is 200 watts of solar. Right under here is going to be where your LP propane tank is. And then you have your gray stone for you. So that way maybe you can whip up some burgers, some bacon, some tofu if that's more your style, some eggs. Get eaten right while you're traveling down on the road. You have a little spray port. That's actually, I'm sorry, that's a LP Quick Connect right there. By golly, it is. Furrion TV, so that's where you hook up your cable. And then you got some outlets right there. And then here is going to be your spray port for some water access. This door is held up by the strut system, and you can see that it is really nice and thick also. It's got a little bit of body to it. Then the dual slam latch. Here heading onto the back, you have your bumper with a 2-inch receiver down here. You're also going to have your, little four-way flat right there if you got to be towing anything. 250 pounds on the bumper, just so you know, and then on the receiver rather, and then that's going to be your backup camera, and then your Lippert on-the-go ladder system, so you can get on top of your roof, you know, check your seals, check your slides, and make sure everything is on the up and up. Right there's going to be your dump valve for your drain, so when you're changing, you know, things out, that's going to be right there, and blow out your tanks, get things cleared up for you. You also have a black tank flush to help out with that, which is basically a sprinkler system there for your poop tank. And then your city water connection and your potable water right there as well. Back end of the hot water heater where you plug in this unit. This is going to be a 30 amp system. Little storage there for you. I like how it's also got the magnetic latches. More storage right there as well. But all right, guys, drop some comments. Let me know what you think. Again, this is the 2025 Crosstrail 20XG. My name is Hunter. I appreciate you guys and hope to see you next time. See ya. Meow 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 no 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 show no 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 down no 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 burn it down burn down burn it 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 burn it